Okay, hello. I thought I would try something a little different. I wanted to put a video together, but I didn't really have any major show and share things. I was going to do kind of a walkthrough of like a full run of a title and show all the covers. I have a large collection of Daredevil books, so I thought I'd start with that. I grabbed a box here that's issues 101 through 215. My books I always put in sequentially from the highest number to the lowest number, so we're going to go backwards on this box. If you guys want more videos like this, I can continue with the Daredevils or X-Men or some other title. Just let me know. I just thought it'd be a neat chance to kind of see all these covers and whatnot. Below 101, I have like a sporadic smattering of Daredevil, but not a full run of it, so that's why I figured I'd start with the lowest batch here. So anyway, we're going backwards from 215 to 101. Some of these I won't remember what the story is, but I'll just show and share them anyway. So here's 215, 214, 213, 212. Daredevil has been like a hill and valley type comic for me. It's had some really good runs and some really crappy runs on it, but most of the books from in this batch here I really enjoyed. This is actually a really good issue 208. He just goes through like a house just chock full of booby traps and uses his heightened senses to, escape all the little disasters for him. Five, 204, 203. Kind of a cheap Craven the Hunter guy. I think they were trying to make him a celebrity or something. I don't remember. Daredevil also used to have a relationship with the Black Widow for a long time, so there's a lot of Black Widow crossovers. A lot of bullseye fights, which are always enjoyable. The two adversaries going at it there. This issue is the first appearance of that, I don't remember her name, but the girl that becomes Lady Deathstrike. This issue, due to the way it's colored, like I guess that's Wolverine's thumb up there. For the longest time I thought his claws were upside down, but his thumb is actually just green above the claws. $193, $192, $191. Let me grab another batch. Now, since we're going backwards, this is the return of Elektra after she's murdered off. I love this cover art. I remember drawing this one a bunch of times as a kid. 188, 187, 186. This is actually the first superhero comic book I ever bought off the rack at a 7-Eleven. Not this particular issue, but the same number. And this is what started me down the path of comics and probably why I like Daredevil so much. I remember the villain in it was just Stiltman. That's why he's falling. Stiltman threw him off or something. But that's what turned me on to the superheroes off the Richie Rich comics and stuff like that. These books are kind of gaining a little popularity because of the Punisher being cast in the show. This is 184 and 183. They've made statues of this before. 182. This is the Death of Elektra issue. 181. 180. This one's featured in that Marvel No Prize because Frank Miller drew a guy with two left feet in this issue. 179. Like I said, hills and valleys and stuff, but all this Frank Miller stuff is certainly worth reading. 177. 176. I have a theory also in that Daredevil show when you see Stick talking to the back of that ninja on the Netflix one. I'm thinking that's a ninja named Stone. He's all scarred up, really thick skin. I think that's him in this book here. It would make sense for Netflix to have characters named Stick and Stone, though. And 173. All right, hold on. I'll grab another pile. There's 172. 171. 170. 169. 168. This is the first appearance of Elektra. 167. 66. There's a Daredevil versus the Hulk. And here's a crappy filler art issue. I like this cover too. 161. 160. 159. This marks the first Frank Miller on Daredevil. 158. Before we got Gene Colan art here, and blech, I just don't like that guy. I know people like him for his stuff on Dracula and Howard the Duck, and I just think he's sloppy. But it's Daredevil, so I pick it up. 154. Hold on. 153. This might be the first appearance of the Paladin. I don't really remember. I don't know, because the Paladin is back with a vengeance, so it's probably an earlier Daredevil. 151. Oh, there he is. I think that's the first Paladin. 149. 148. Ooh, this one can use an upgrade. 147. 146. 145. This cover's kind of funny. He's like escaping on a helicopter, just shaking his fist at him. Rawr, get you next time. Uh-oh, lions. 141. 140. His little knockoff Joker type villain was this guy, the Jester. He's just kind of a loser villain. Not really sure if they knew what they were doing with Daredevil in the beginning, or just throwing a bunch of stuff in there and hoping something sticked. 131. It's the first appearance of Bullseye. Probably a good book to pick up with the Netflix show going on. I don't see this cooling down anytime soon. 130. 129. Like I said before, he had kind of his rogues gallery. It just seems he had this, like, characters like the Torpedo and stuff were fighting him. So I'm like, I don't know, like they had a master plan involved. 123. 122. 121. 120. This issue is actually kind of a funny issue inside too. This is the one where Daredevil tells Black Widow to get like all sexied up to go to the ball. So just a good old Daredevil being derogatory towards women issue. 118. 117. 116. 115. This is the book that has the Wolverine ad for Hulk 181, so it had a little bit of hype. I'm not sure people care about that ad thing anymore. 114. 13, 12, 111. It's the first Silver Samurai. I like Silver Samurai as a Wolverine villain, but this, I don't know what they were thinking. You dare challenge me here in the sky, which is my element? I don't know. I don't remember Silver Samurai having anything to do with the sky. If anyone wants to fill me in on that, go ahead. 110, 109, 108, the sticky-fingered beetle, 107, 106, 105. This has like a Thanos story in it, I think, so it's kind of a weird issue. 104, 103, 102, and like I said, this box goes to 101. I stuck my annuals in there because that was the farthest back I had at the time. So we'll just take a peek at those too. So here's Annual 10, 9, might be the first appearance of this Calypso character, or no, maybe she appeared in that Spider-Man Torment line and then became a Daredevil villain for a bit. 8, Magnolia cover, 7, 6, I don't have a 5. Okay, 4, a king size annual, special, king size special, and a giant size. So anyway, in Daredevil, I have the run that goes to like 508. I also have the new run where it started, with Kevin Smith and a bunch of good artists and writers were on it for a while, and I have the Mark Waid ones, and then we have older issues. So if you want me to continue with Daredevil, hit me up. If you want me to maybe focus on X-Men, let me know. That's kind of all I have currently is like the large run titles. Or if this is just too boring, then we will skip this and we'll focus on like smaller finds. Anyway, just thought I'd try something a little different. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you later. Take care.